The night Damilola turned 14, she was still a child. She still laughed too loudly at silly jokes, still complained when asked to wash plates, still believed adults carried all the heavy problems of the world. By morning, childhood was gone. It happened quietly. The kind of quiet that changes everything. A phone call, a neighbor's hurried footsteps, whispers that refuse to form full sentences. Then the words finally landed. There was an accident. 2 hours later, Damilola sat on the cold hospital bench, staring at the floor tiles, counting them because it was easier than understanding what had just happened. Her parents were gone, just like that. No goodbye, no warning, no time to prepare her heart. The first night, the house felt unfamiliar. Her siblings, Toby, Shade and Kemi, kept asking the same questions in different voices. When is mommy coming back? Where is daddy? Why is everybody crying? Damilola's throat burned. She wanted to scream. She wanted to hide. She wanted someone older to take control, but there was no one. That night, she did something that broke her heart quietly. She lied. Mommy and daddy have traveled, she whispered, forcing her voice to stay steady. They will not be back soon. Kemi nodded sleepily. Toby looked suspicious. Shade simply cried herself to sleep. Damilola didn't sleep at all. The visitors, slowly, they came to the house to visit. The house was full. Relatives came, neighbors brought food, voices filled the compound. Everyone said the same thing. Be strong, my dear. God knows best. We are here for you. But grief has a calendar. By the third week, the visits reduced. By the second month, the food stopped coming. By the third month, silence moved in permanently. That was when reality truly arrived. School resumed. Damilola ironed her uniform that morning, staring at her reflection in the small cracked mirror. Her books were ready. Her dreams were still there. She has always wanted to become a nurse. Then she looked behind her. 3 small faces, hungry, dependent, and waiting. The decision didn't come with music or drama. It came with a quiet knowing. That afternoon, she walked to the school office and withdrew herself. The principal tried to persuade her. You are a very bright student, Damilola. We can see what we can do about this situation. But she shook her head politely. Thank you, ma. My family needs me now. That was the day her childhood officially ended. Learning to become an adult overnight, Damilola started small. She washed clothes for neighbors. She ran errands. Later, she began helping at a roadside food store after school hours. Her hands grew rough. Her back learned tiredness too early. But every evening, she made sure her siblings ate first. Sometimes she told them she wasn't hungry. Sometimes she drank water and slept. Sometimes she cried quietly after they have slept. Only quietly, because she couldn't afford to break in front of them. Months passed. Toby was getting observant. Too observant. One evening, he watched her carefully why she pretended to be full after serving them the last portion of food. "Dami," he said slowly, "why do you always say you are not hungry?" Her heart skipped. She forced a smile. "I ate earlier." Toby didn't answer. He just kept looking at her, the kind of look that made her chest tighten. That night, after the younger ones slept, Damilola opened the small metal box where she kept their remaining money. Her fingers trembled. Only a few notes left. Not enough for rent due in 2 weeks. Not enough for food beyond a few days. Not enough for the future that was already demanding too much from a 14-year-old girl. For the first time since her parents died, fear didn't just knock. It sat down inside her chest. And just as she closed the box, there was a sudden loud knock on their door. Hard, urgent, unexpected. Damilola froze. At this hour? Who could that be? Her heart began to pound as she slowly stood up, because somehow deep in her bones, she knew this knock was about to change everything.